let me just do a little introduction. I founded ASTEP, the Asperger Syndrome Training and Employment Partnership, in 2010. Myself as well, having come off a 25-year career as an executive in the financial services industry, mostly working for large international banks and insurance companies. So you might ask what led me to be here today. Well, I too, like a lot of people involved in this world, am the parent of a young adult son who has Asperger syndrome. He's now 23 and living successfully on his own, going to school. But when I came out of the business world, I really thought to myself I would like to do something in this world that contributes, and I looked around and I saw a lot of organizations doing what I thought was a lot of very good work, working with individuals on the spectrum to try and get them employment. What I didn't see were a lot of organizations, or frankly any out there, specifically focused on autism, where their focus was on the employer side of the equation. And as we know, with our population, it's a very bright, oftentimes educable group of young people who can learn a lot of the things that they need to know to be successful in the employment world, but they're always going to have issues and challenges, and an employer needs to be as equally educated and skilled and understanding in employing an individual on the autism spectrum as the individual needs to be skilled in order to be able to do their job. So that was really the thought process behind creating ASTEP, which was to create an employer-focused organization that would do that, which would create an employer base out there that is understanding and educated about this population and anxious to employ them. So we really do focus on the aspect of competitive employment. Now, we have spent the first 4 years of our lives, August will be 4 years, really being what I consider an advocacy and awareness organization and doing a tremendous amount of outreach to the corporate world on explaining what Asperger's is and why you as an employer should want to be including this population in your workforce. We've spoken at over probably close to 36 conferences on diversity and inclusion in the workplace. And we really came away with two messages from that. I like to call it the good news, the bad news. I don't think I've run into an employer in the past 4 years who did not know what autism spectrum disorders are. Not only that, almost all of them acknowledged, given the size of their organizations, we're talking generally to Fortune 500 or 1,000 companies, that they already employ people on the spectrum. They tend not to be disclosed. Oftentimes they're not even diagnosed, but they suspect that they have employees on the spectrum. The bad news is they feel they don't do a very good job with those employees. So that's really where, as we move forward, we see a very big opportunity for organizations like ASTEP, Special Easterna, and others that are out there. So what is our goal? Our goal is really to be the bridge between what is a highly educated, talented, skilled population. We all know their characteristics. They tend to be very loyal, very focused individuals, much lower turnover, good productivity, and the employers so that they can be successful in that.